Learning the curse. Learning the curse.
Welcome to the classroom, motherfuckers. This is Learning the Curse with Adam and Chuck.
Welcome back to another episode of Learning to Curse. Today we're talking about vampires.
We are talking about
all
vampires.
different types and all the types.
The kinds that suck on tampons.
And the penises.
Dick blood. I'm not Adam.
In the coffin on the right-hand side, we have Chuck.
And
And I'm not Brian.
There you go.
you're not.
I was trying to make it festive.
Brian's
And the
not here.
asshole with the stake in his heart.
There you go. We gotta dress these up sometimes.
Yes.
That didn't like I wanted it to.
It did. They're
opened
twist
my
offs.
head.
We're drinking twist offs today of a shock top. Belgium white. Cheers. We did that instead of the psh.
And I have my Diet Dr. Pepper. and
There you
water.
go.
You have a problem.
Brian Collier is actually, he's actually in the closet.
Yeah.
He wanted to be on the episode, but that's pretty talented if he could be in two places at one time with a muffled voice.
Yeah. No, part of that was coming out of his face. Some of it was coming out of his
His
ass.
ass, yes. Maybe a little out of his
Right,
ear.
Never
It
mind.
doesn't work that way.
His penis was yelling.
Yeah, I was going to say his bloody penis was yelling.
Hey, don't say that. The vampires are gonna come. So yes, we are talking about vampires, and we're gonna be doing 2 episodes.
We are.
Yeah, we're gonna knock out 2 vampiric episodes.
Yes.
Dos más el episodios
But
mi
you only hear
amigos.
them one at a time.
I don't speak Italian.
I know. I don't speak German.
I can barely speak fucking English.
So check it. If this is a suck fest, being on the whole vampire thing, this is literally a suck fest in 3 different ways.
Delicious.
Unless the episodes turn out great, and then it's just a suck fest in 2 ways.
Or
Wait, what?
You'll get it later. So maybe to establish it, we can get with the vampire definition out there. So, vampire, by definition, is a small bat that feeds on the blood of mammals or birds, using its 2 sharp incisor teeth and anticoagulant saliva, found mainly in tropical America. Not the right vampire, right?
no.
Not the right
What?
vampire.
I wasn't even
No, that's a
listening. I
vampire
was
bat,
reading.
isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
I was
so,
reading an article about vampires.
So, yes, the
funny
more-
is they've got a vampire bat.
They do.
And if you break a wooden bat, you could kill a vampire.
You could, because then you'd have a steak. No, 2 steaks.
What's a wooden
A ribeye and a
T-bone.
and a
T-bone.
sirloin steak?
New York.
okay, so the definition. Now this is very oversimplified.
Okay, so what's the definition? Say it again.
It's a very
'Cause I don't know what's
no,
going
that
on.
was the vampire bat, but a corpse
Oh,
supposed.
got it.
Now somebody should get with these people on how they write their
Who are they?
definitions. The dictionary.
Which dictionary?
I think it's
We need to go have
Webster's.
a word with Webster.
Oh.
A word with a few words,
The
but
little
Webster.
black guy. He died. What you talk about, Willis?
I thought that's not Webster. Webster's separate from those different strokes.
What?
Why am I talking about his
Wait.
voice?
I don't know.
Because we're talking about
Wait,
little
I'm
people.
confused. Who's dead? Okay, so I have a funny story. Real
My
quick.
anus.
Just to get off the track real
Like
quick.
90%
So-
of the people who have been alive on this planet are dead.
Yes.
So yesterday,
Unless they're real vampires.
I'm sitting at the dinner table.
Then they're the undead.
dinner table, and my mom's with me, and Danielle's. My
Yes.
wife is sitting at the couch, and so we were talking about.
You shunned
how-
her. You're like, no, this is mom and son time. You can't sit at the
No.
table with
So
her.
Harvey Weinstein had to do his.
Oh no.
He had to turn himself in, and so my mom mentioned that, and then Danielle said something about Morgan Freeman because Morgan Freeman just got accused of
What?
sexual assault the other day.
Oh,
so literally,
you gotta be
right
kidding
when
me.
Danielle said that, my mom goes, "Oh yeah!" And yesterday there was that 79-year-old black guy that also got accused of some type of assault, and I'm like, "Well, that's Morgan Freeman," and she's like, "He's black." And I'm
Morgan
all, yes. So
He's
I saw
innocent.
a picture.
Come
Okay,
on,
so
man.
He's
hold on,
innocent.
so hold on.
Mandela
So then,
effect.
so then, I'm. So then today,
full Nelson.
my mom comes over again because Danielle's mother came over to fix tacos, and I invited my mom over and watch movies. And so we're sitting there at the table, and my mom's all, "So Danielle, remember yesterday when you said something about Morgan Fairchild?" So this. Remember when I said something
Old people
about
are
Morgan
old.
Fairchild? And she's like, wasn't there a woman whose name started with Morgan also? And I'm all,
good. Yeah.
yes, that's Morgan Fairchild. That's the woman.
I am Morgan.
And y'all was talking about Morgan Freeman. It was the funniest fucking conversation.
I'm sorry,
ever.
but in your story there, I'm just thinking of this goes back to another OBGYN, but I'm thinking of like an OBGYN
I haven't
going
been
into
back
work,
to one.
like saying, I gotta go to work, I gotta go fix the tacos.
Oh Lord,
Some of
that's
these
so
have
funny.
mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise and the man ranch. So that definition.
Anyway, so go on.
A corpse. Now look at how they word this thing. Okay. A corpse, supposed, in European folklore, to leave its grave at night to drink the blood of the living by biting their necks with long pointed canine teeth.
That's about right.
Yeah, but it's terrible.
Well, I mean, for a basic vampire, what people think of a vampire, that's essentially what they do. Because essentially,
true.
you die, right?
Yeah.
No.
And then you have to
The classic vampire comes back from the
and
grave.
sustain life. They have to drink blood to fill their
The
body
life
with
force.
blood.
Or if you're Voldemort, you drink the blood of a unicorn.
I haven't seen
Or the
all
semen.
Harry Potters. Is that really what happens?
Yeah, it's the first one.
That doesn't happen. Does that happen
Yeah,
in the
that
very
happens in the
first
first one,
Harry
yeah.
Potter?
The Sorcerer's Stone. Yeah.
In the book or in the movie?
Yeah, both.
I don't remember that in the movie.
Yeah.
And I read the book, so I don't remember that in
It's when they go
either
into
of
the
them.
when they go into the forest that they're not supposed to go into, and they,
Oh, yes.
and Harry Potter sees that thing
Yes.
eating the
Yes. Okay.
We have another reason to go to
Nerd.
Louisiana. By the way.
Nerd to fix their levees.
No, God. No, they have a vampire museum in Louisiana,
And it's funny
in
that
New
you mention
Orleans.
that because
No.
there's
No.
in this. I pulled up this Atlantic article, and there's an article where this person.
Yes.
I lost the fucking spot when I was fucking around with this, but the person who wrote the article was saying that they did their dissertation in
At that museum?
New Orleans.
Oh, nice.
Because of the vampire ship.
Well, there was a chap that and I can't remember their fucking name, but there was a chap that it was an alleged vampire, and they drove a stake through his heart. And they actually have the heart with
What?
the stake in it in this museum.
How?
That they
How do
believe,
I know, right?
They
preserve the
believe
heart?
that he. I'm sure you can
Somehow
find
that-
a way to preserve a heart.
They just threw it in a bunch of salt.
Garlic.
I wonder if it was sexual.
But they have so they thought
It's a- assault on a
hold
battery.
So they thought this person was a vampire.
Yes.
They stabbed him through the heart.
Yes.
Right.
They removed the
And
heart
they
as maybe
removed
a
the
trophy
heart,
on him.
and it's in New Orleans.
It's in
Here's
this
the
museum.
thing about it, though. You stab anybody in the heart with a wooden stake, they're gonna die.
Exactly. Bingo.
You know what would have been better folklore is if you stabbed him in the right foot with a number 2 pencil.
And pulled out his heart.
And for some reason, that fucking
killed
kills
him.
them. But it has to be the old school ones with lead.
Yes.
So it was the lead that killed him. Not the stabbing.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the joke. Yes.
Fucking die like 2 years later.
See,
got
he
this
was a
guy.
vampire. He died of the lead. God. All right. So, some of the things known about vamps from folklore. Obviously, they drink blood. I think we all know that. It's their way of getting the vital force of the living because they
And
are
vitamin
the
K.
undead. And vitamin K. A little bit of iron if they have a little iron deficiency.
They're anemic.
It keeps them alive and immortal.
Immortal. The thing about it is, though, is like,
Well, are they really immortal if they've already died and came back to life?
because they call them the undead. That mean they became dead and they came back.
I think we're all undead.
We're all because we're
If
living.
we die,
Yeah, you got a
and
point
then,
there.
Then we're dead.
Well, right now we're the three of us are undead. Right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, we're vampires.
So I think a better word for it would be reanimated.
Yes.
I remember in
yes.
one of the philosophy classes I took,
I
there
agree.
was a scene, there was a religious philosophy class, and they talk about being dead because you can't really be dead because you're dead. So once you die, you're no longer alive, so you can't really be,
Well, as a first person
be
observer.
right.
Yes.
You
To
can't
everybody
be
else,
there.
you were dead.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well,
Unless there's an afterlife, but even then you're not considered dead because something else is taking place.
Your body has expired.
Right,
That point, that's about it.
But anyway, but if the vampire dies and comes back, then I don't know. I would
Resurrected?
I guess they're all. I guess
Well, what I was going to say was
Reanimated,
like,
like you
if a normal human being were to consume like gallons of blood,
Yes.
it would coagulate in your stomach and you would get sick and you could die.
Yes. Or they get AIDS.
Yes.
There's AIDS.
But they have to have the blood. Okay, so you
Like
die,
teacher's AIDS?
you come back, and you have to have the blood
Hearing
to
aids.
sustain
Yes.
life.
Yes, that's their way of getting the vital life force of a human. But there are also types, and we'll find out about later, that sweat is good enough for these vampires. And then there are some
The
that,
window! The sweat drops off my bone.
apotropaics. Okay,
What is that?
We see
That's how you say alphabet in South African.
There you go. And it's also
an
an apio tray, like a snack tray with veggies and fruits and all that. Apotropaics. Everybody knows what these things are. They may not know the name, but it's a collection of things that you could use for protection against the vampire. Like your
Condoms.
garlic, condoms, Bibles, crucifixes.
I wear condoms with crucifixes on them.
Do you wear rosaries? No, that's the anal beads.
Yeah, it's the anal beads.
Holy water, mirrors.
Just
Now,
has a rosary
I didn't know
cross
what.
hanging out of it.
It's like a tampon spring.
So you have it up. And
I'm
it's
done with
just-
it.
You
it's
hear
just
that? You
hanging
hear
there.
that noise every time I sit down.
Oh Lord!
Oh man, it falls out on the ground.
I gotta use my Kegels to suck it back in.
No. Holy water. If you didn't hear that, mirrors. I thought mirrors were just like, okay, you can't see your
On
reflection.
the ceiling.
There you go for
Champagne on
seeing
the
all the sex in all different angles.
So
Mirrors
the
are
mirror
actually
stops them
Yeah,
from
but
doing what?
Seeing themselves.
but they can't see themselves. So why is it a defense?
What I think it is, honestly, is that actually came about in the 80s. And
Yeah.
what it was is that they would have little mirrors and there would be lines of cocaine on them.
Yes.
And then the vampires would come by and be like, ooh, cocaine. And then start doing the cocaine and then you'd run away.
So the 80s weren't just about the satanic panic. It was
Yeah,
also
so-
about vampires and
Yeah.
Yeah.
cokeheads.
So the crack decade was to fight against vampires.
Yes.
Yes, the crack epidemic stopped the vampires. And
cocaine
AIDS.
I mean,
epidemic
it
in
was
the
really hard
80s
when you were
was to
putting
stop vampires.
just cocaine in a slingshot and you shoot it. It was just a powder shoot. So they had to make it into a rock form so you could shoot the vampires with the rock.
right.
The
There
crack rock.
Yeah.
Oh, holy water and holy crack.
Oh, I've got a holy crack.
Okay, my favorite of these for protection, obviously, is
What was
the
it? My
steak.
soft anus.
Yes, your soft anus. Chuck's soft anus.
We
to be
also use
specific.
Chuck every time there's a vampire around. We just bend
His
Chuck
soft
over,
anus.
and the vampire goes to town.
It's like
Rape.
it's like an inverted steak.
Yeah, and then because of his anal bead rosary,
Yeah, they burn their
starts
dick.
burning off the dick, and
They
can't
think
fuck
he's
anymore.
he's an easy target, but what's that dangling from the anus?
And while they're suffering from the burns on their dick from fucking me on my rosary bead asshole, I turn them around and fuck them with my crucifix condom.
and I burned their ass.
Yeah.
and it's
Oh,
a good
God.
thing to go. And that's how we take care of vampires.
It glows in the dark.
age of LGBT.
There you go. And the condom glows in the dark with the power of the photons of the sun, and that kills them too.
LGBT a sandwich?
Yes,
That's an LBT.
There's a BLT.
I like a BLTC.
I guess it depends
So
on the
I
order
was-
in which you put the ingredients in the sandwich.
I like BLTCPs.
Lettuce, gargonzola.
So I was having dinner with my niece, and she thinks that she's either bisexual or a lesbian, and so we were eating, and she was talking to me about because I'm very open about it. Doesn't because I don't give a whatever. And so we were talking about it because she doesn't have anybody to talk to about it, and I'm very open-minded and everything. So I was talking to her about it, and when we talked about LGBT, she went into like all of these other words that I
there
have
are tons of
no
others, yeah.
idea what the fuck
It's
is
like the
going
BLT.
on.
It's like-
You don't just get a bacon, lettuce,
What else
tomato.
goes
You
along?
have cheese. You have other things you put on there. You
Well,
got
like I had to
condiments.
explain.
I just thought it was really interesting.
How many times I had to explain to people what being pansexual was?
No.
He's like
So-
Deadpool in the comics.
Yes.
There you go.
But anyways, it was just really interesting. And
And he even breaks the fourth wall.
I do break the fourth wall.
I prefer calling Chuck Peter Pan.
because he's a little boy.
No, because his his Peter
Because the
Pants.
hook will bring you back.
The hook will bring you back in his Peter Pants.
I thought that was the Blues Travelers.
Yes, the Blues
Yeah,
Travelers.
Traveler.
What did I say? Bruise Travelers?
The Blues Travelers.
The Blues
He's thinking of
Travelers.
anuses and bruises. I mean,
He has a really
and little,
cool
and little boys.
harmonica set that's really cool by Fender.
Yeah.
oh, signature one.
I like
Wow.
his. I like his little.
Anus.
harmonica vest.
Oh yeah, that thing's badass. You should play some Blues Traveler.
Yes, I love Blues Traveler. Jose especially.
Second, if you're indented already, balloon. Make this remove a
Rip off a cannon indeed.
TV is not for free. So PC, it's killing me so desperately. I see to the of love. Show what else right to hate and pain
And
for
we grew
yourself.
up in the
All right.
He did so many things with that song that people don't realize. But we do because we're musicians. But yeah, so a steak. That's my favorite because
We're
it's
gonna
like
get
an
sued by
active.
John Popper because I just sang that song.
No, he's all.
I
think you'll like it.
Attack. We'll be fine.
Oh, there you
I
go.
feel like they put out an album not too long ago. Well, you
Yeah.
talk about.
I think it was like 3 years ago.
Talk about sirloins and all
Steaks,
of that.
yes, ribeyes.
Steaks.
Boy, I'd slap
The
a
stakes
windmill
are high.
ribeye, mate. What?
So the stakes are high.
The stakes are high.
We
They
need
are.
to get the weed away from them.
Steak through the heart can kill them.
The stake to the heart, and you're to blame. You give love.
Blood of
Bad
bad news. And AIDS.
Yes.
Ash, Hathorn, and oak are among the best woods for steak.
thought
I
this was
prefer to
maybe
use
like
my
that.
own wood.
we
Just
were talking
stab
about
them
something
through the
like
chest with my penis.
Yes.
I still think one of the best scenes in Thor was when he was talking about when he's all
The
like,
hammer.
3 sticks.
yeah, what is he saying?
That was kind of like and this tangent is actually on topic because of vampires. I think that was for the vampire movie he was in. I'm having a brain fart.
It's called What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of like
That's what you guys were
Waititi.
telling me about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi is funny.
yeah, he is.
Anyway.
He made a fucking awesome Thor movie, and Thor made an awesome Thor movie.
Oh my gosh, that one was so much better than the other
yeah.
two.
Right?
Yeah.
They say in European folklore. There goes the voice again. They say that. Yeah. Say that. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Vampires were the undead that would return to the neighborhoods they grew up in and visit loved ones. I don't know why they would visit loved ones unless they were coming back to torture them and they're not such
Yeah.
loved ones, sated ones. They cause mischief, murder people, obviously, drink their blood. Their version of the vampire looked
In a
more...
time when diseases that were unknown were so rampant, like
Yes.
plagues and things like that, and they had no idea of how to explain why people would just drop dead in the middle of the street.
Yep.
Of course they're gonna go.
They come
"Yeah, it
up
was a
with
vampire
things.
shit."
They come up with things.
Well, so is that how
or
it came-
decomp.
is
Decomp
that-
too.
Is that how it came around?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
is that how the vampires?
A lot of
Those
it,
are
yeah.
some of the explanations. And also, they didn't have a very good understanding of decomposition.
They didn't also have a good understanding of death.
Yes.
I just picture it like, like Scuttle in The Little Mermaid, where he's listening to her foot to hear her heartbeat.
Yes.
That's how I pictured the 18th century with their doctors.
That's how I picture Christians now.
What I find interesting is the earliest vampires. They looked more like dead bodies. They were bloated. They were discolored.
zombies.
Yeah, they were fancy zombies. They were more sophisticated
Fancy
zombies. Yeah, that should be the name of our next band.
Yes.
More fancy, sophisticated zombies.
Fancy, sophisticated zombies.
Fancy feast. That's a lot of syllables for a band name. But then again, that's kind of a common thing these days.
I was trying to think of what the acronym could be for it, or if there would be
Poop.
one.
It would be.
And here is poop. It stands for fancy, sophisticated
It would be-
zombies.
But how does it? We just jump right into our set.
got
Don't
it.
worry about it. Don't think so hard.
It would be.
But yeah, and also I have a theory on this. Like these early vampires and stuff, maybe like you said, they may have had different diseases,
Yeah.
plagues, and they didn't have a good understanding of
Plagueuse.
of-
It's pronounced plagueuse.
plague
You pronounced that wrong.
use. You pronounced it poop. Anyone, nice out.
Thank you. It's pronounced laurel.
Yanny. We're still on this weeks after the craze is come and gone. No, it's very much alive right now for us.
Oh yeah.
But like the
And
vampire,
that dress was white and gold.
it has died and come back. The jury's out.
I'm
on that
assuming this is the same King James, but go on.
The one who wrote the Bible.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
My theory on it is, what if they were just in a catatonic state and they would snap out of
Right.
it and be in the grave because
Yeah.
they didn't
That
have the
happened
tools.
a lot, though.
They didn't
That
have the
actually
tools.
happened a
Remember
lot.
Dead Ringer? That
Yeah.
came from having a bell attached to the dead in a coffin
Yeah,
because they weren't
so
sure.
they weren't sure if they were
they're
dead, so they could ring the
So what
bell.
if they were in a catatonic state or some kind of coma or
So
something
what
and
would
they
cause
came back?
so what would cause the catatonic? So what would cause the catatonic state?
Tsetse flies.
Yes.
What?
Tsetse flies. A bite from a tsetse fly can cause a catatonic state.
That's true.
There you go.
So let's say that happened.
Among many other things with
Any type
the
of parasite.
lack of
Okay,
good
so
medicine.
so a parasite,
Yeah.
they don't have the medicine, they go into a catatonic state.
They come
bury
back, they're
them,
deranged,
They come
loony.
back, they're deranged, they're confused, whatever's
Yes.
going on.
And they want to go back to their loved
But
ones. That makes
where-
sense.
Okay, that makes sense. But where the fuck does the drinking the blood come into play?
Because when they would find, so what would happen when
They were so
when
thirsty.
They would open up, so they were speculating that there were these creatures that were going around and mutilating and killing and coming back from the dead. So they'd open up the coffins. Which, first off, I'd like to understand: did these fucking things shrink themselves down to like microscopic size and like crawl through the fucking dirt and get out? And then
Maybe they didn't bury them as deep. How deep were they burying them?
No,
we don't know.
no. So they'd go and unbury these coffins and open them up, and there would be corpses in there, but there would be blood on their faces and bloated bellies, and that's just because of decomposition.
Yes, they didn't have a very good understanding.
and
of
that's
it.
why they thought they drank blood.
Yes. And they didn't have a good grasp on
I feel that they would have to.
psychological issues.
Okay, I get that. Okay, so that part. Okay, I'll
Jeremy,
buy that.
you're not understanding. They're Eastern European, and they're fucking stupid.
No,
in
but
that
there
time
would have
period.
to be some type of like walking around person that drinks some type of blood.
The deranged ones that come back from a catatonic state, maybe that's part of. Maybe they weren't just going for the blood.
Maybe they had blood on their face too from
Yes.
That could be.
Maybe they
true.
were attacking people in general and trying to eat them or bite them. Like you said,
or
maybe they're just
being,
fancy zombies.
rabid, like a crazy animal. And they
What
would
do they
just
do?
attack
They
you.
bite.
Yeah.
And if they bite, they're gonna get blood, most likely. If they bite right. They bite
Yeah. Watch
deeply.
the teeth.
Toothy blowjobs.
That was my name in high school.
Vampiric entities have been recorded in most cultures. The term vampire was popularized in Western Europe after reports of an 18th century mass hysteria of a pre-existing folk belief in the Balkans and Eastern Europe that in some cases resulted in corpses being staked and blah, 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 blah.
Well, the thing about it is,
'cause-
though, is like as far as like the vampire
Yes.
term, like before that, different cultures have different.
they had different
names.
versions and they gave it the same
Similar attributes.
umbrella.
Like
Yeah, so
there's
I'm
this
looking
one
here.
that was just like a
Yeah.
head with wings and like.
Oh, I'm
like
coming to that
guts.
one later. I got that on
Yeah.
the list.
There's this one in Africa that hunted children.
Oh, that was my mom.
That was Auntie?
Asia, vampires have appeared in Japanese cinema since the late 1950s. The folklore behind it is Western in origin, though. Here's going.
Yeah.
I'm just reading stuff while you're reading stuff.
But yeah, a lot of it
read
was
stuff
ignorance
together.
and of decomp and different viruses and all that stuff at that time. Also, porphyria. In the 80s, they tried to link that to...
What was that word you said earlier?
Which one? Apotropaic.
Apotropaics. Garlic.
So this is...
Garlic.
It's basically garlic and holy water.
This is a synonym for garlic.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
Cinnamon. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
It's cinnamon. It's
Cinnamon.
cinnamon.
Cinnamon
is
for
garlic.
Cinnamon twists. That's how you stop the vampires.
So does this mean Jesus was a vampire?
Yes. Yes.
Go on.
Or a zombie. Zombie Christ.
Zombie.
I'm not gonna judge.
Zombie.
She died.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she passed
Yeah, she
away.
did.
It's sad.
She's a zombie.
What's sad is more people that I like from the 90s passed away than classic rockers at this point. Even though you can kind of call it classic
Who
rock
died
at
in the
this
90s?
point.
Who else has died?
A lot of our favorite grunge. Well, I don't know if you like grunge, but grunge and alternative singers.
Grunge. Said grunge. I love grunges.
Grunge. The grunge.
Okay, go on.
So porphyria. It's a rare hereditary disease in which the blood pigment hemoglobin is abnormally hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. I'm tired.
You're a
hemoglobin is abnormally metabolized. I'll just take it back to the beginning. Porphyria, a rare hereditary disease in which the blood pigment
You could
hemoglobin.
say hemoglobin,
Yeah, I like hemoglobin.
but you said hemoglobin.
Goblin, I know. Hemoglobin is abnormally metabolized. Porphyrians are excreted in the urine, which becomes
Gross.
dark. Other symptoms include mental disturbances and extreme sensitivity of the skin to light. Now, you could see how somebody having that, you would assume that this person's probably a vampire. But they're not. My father-in-law actually had a type. Him and his brothers actually had and have a type of porphyria called varigate porphyria, and which is even worse because with them, most medications can kill them.
Fun.
And they have all the other symptoms, like the sensitivity to the light when these episodes come on and all that. During the 80s, I believe it was, they tried to tie that, they're vampires. And they actually call porphyria now the vampire disease.
That's really cool.
Yeah. That's like the silver lining in having such a terrible disease.
So you have a terrible disease, but it's got a cool fucking name.
You're a vampire.
That's cool. You're a vampire.
You're a vampire.
So then how did the...
I'm
Okay.
just picturing, what's his name? Nick Cage. I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
Losing his shit.
So I go into a catatonic state.
Fun.
Okay.
Something happens. I get buried.
Yes.
I don't die.
Wait, in modern times or in
No, in the old days.
past?
Okay, I'm just trying to walk myself through this.
Yes.
The basic how we come to this thing that there's vampires.
How we come.
Yeah, how we come.
Is that what you chuckled about?
So my belly gets all big, my starts to decompose down there.
From eating a lot of steaks.
But blood starts coming out of my mouth.
Yes.
I come out of the catatonic state. I freak out because I'm either buried in a coffin or I'm buried in
Sometimes you're going to want to go to your loved ones.
So then I get up. I want to go find help and loved ones. But people see the blood on my face.
And they freak out and you freak out.
They freak out. They think that I'm dead. I freak out because
They might be attacking. They may have attacked them first.
Right. That's
Yes.
true. Okay, so I can see that part. But how do they now? So now we have these people that this is what we consider a vampire now in Europe.
Yes.
And how do they come to the fact that they have to that garlic
That is a good question.
stops me?
I mean, and I'm wondering if some of that just comes from folklore, like, there's got to be ways of stopping them. Well, garlic might be a way, and then just assume that that's the way. And the holy water,
I think
holy water makes sense because holy water can stop.
Right, holy water I'll buy because everyone's Catholic.
Yes.
Right.
Some are Protestants or prostates.
Oh, that's true.
Or prostitutes.
We might
Yeah,
have
prostitutes.
at that
Yes.
time. So we probably
It's
have
the world's oldest
Protestants.
professions.
Yes, why
So
not?
there's prostitutes who might be Catholic.
Right, Catholic
And so
prostitutes.
Catholic prostitutes, very high.
Protestant whores.
So the holy,
Okay, so but if you're so both religions, you have a good religion that has holy water,
Right.
So they think that this holy water should help me. So the
Yes.
holy water I buy, steak I buy.
that's going to stop anybody.
guess, yeah.
Most people.
Well,
unless-
it's going to stop anybody
Yes.
if you
Right.
stab them.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
that's going to be a very popular.
I mean, it's just like
instrument at that time.
when you think about werewolves and why the fuck did it
Silver
come out to
bullets.
being like the silver bullets will kill them? Like,
we have to look into that one, but I think that's
silver
more of a
bullet
Hollywood
will kill
thing.
anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When you're in a pinch, just try a regular bullet. See if that'll stop a
If
werewolf.
it doesn't,
Fucking run.
Run.
Let the
Yes.
fucking win. 'Cause
Come
you're gonna
on,
fucking
take
die.
the money and run.
Okay,
Woo, woo.
I saw them for $10.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was awesome. Every song, Steve Miller Band. Every song was a
I
fucking
saw
hit.
them. I saw them.
God, it was awesome.
Yeah. When did you see them?
Back in 2004. or
That's
5.
when he saw them.
No, I saw them in like the 90s.
Oh wow,
Really?
Even better.
And you didn't take me?
It was before I knew you.
At the time I saw them, he was already forgetting lines, and the rest of the band would look at each other.
How
like,
old were
"Well,
you?
I was like 8.
Oh.
It was literally
Yeah.
before I met. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
I was really young.
Yeah.
It was
Still, you should have taken me.
You should have found me.
Yeah.
To go with what we were saying earlier about, so there were different things happening, different occurrences and phenomenon happening around the world, and then eventually the vampire term probably became an umbrella term to cover all those things.
Right.
Because there are some wildly different vampires, which we'll
There
discuss
are.
in a little bit.
Yeah.
But here's a fun fact: the Oxford English Dictionary dates
There's the one that
first
crawls
appearance.
out of your asshole and sucks only
And
the
lays-
blood from your scrotum.
Yes. It's kind of a succubus, but it's still a vampire.
I call that one Grandpa.
This is terrible.
I got lost in your ass, and then I needed
Doesn't everyone?
the warmth
It's so
of a
soft.
scrotum sheet upon my cheek.
Yes.
Here's a fun fact. The Oxford English Dictionary dates the first
Fun fact.
appearance of the English word vampire, spelled V-A-M.
VAMPYR.
You got it. In English from 1734 in Travelogue
the year I was born.
titled Travels of
Wait.
Three English Gentlemen. You are a vampire. But yes.
I got the teeth.
So you got to figure it came along in 1734, the word, or maybe a little bit before that. But I honestly think it's just an umbrella term that got dropped on a lot of different phenomena
Yeah.
that was happening around the world. And
El Chupacabra.
Joe, why aren't the chupacabras vampires? They're vampiric.
No.
At least the myth of them, yeah.
Mosquitoes.
Yep, mosquitoes are vampires. They're the oldest vampire.
Right.
Yes.
Fucking leeches.
So do we want to talk about different
Fucking-
types of vampires?
Jim Baker.
There you go.
Yes.
Yes.
That was a very contented yes.
Well, no, because I'm reading because there's some dissertations on
It's like,
vamp.
I am not paying attention to you, but yes.
I'm paying attention.
He's going to hit us
It's
with
just
some
that-
factoids.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to hit you with some
facts,
factoids. I just think it would be interesting to read up on some of
Yeah.
like
Hit you with some
the
hemorrhoids.
actual like some of the textbooks that
Yes.
so like King James in 1597 wrote a dissertation on witchcraft titled Demonology.
Nice.
In which he wrote the belief that demons could possess both living and the dead, and I'm wondering if some of that
could account for some of the
things
vampires.
come up to this vampire spot. Because if you're also you're a king, I'm assuming. I don't know why a king's writing a dissertation on demonology, but
Because
you're,
he
He needs something to do. He's
What
bored.
else is he going to do?
Rule.
no rule.
What was he the king of?
Fuck
though?
women. I don't
Hold on, let's go to
Stupid
King
English
James.
peasant.
Whoever he wants to
James,
fuck them.
James the Fourth, James Charles Stewart.
Oh, Charles Xavier Stewart.
Charles in charge.
James Charles Stewart was king of Scotland as
Jimmy Stewart.
James as James. So he's the king of Scotland. So he wasn't doing anything.
Oh, it's Jimmy Stewart.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Stewart. You should do some Jimmy Stewart. Can you do him?
No.
No, Danielle does him really well because she fucking hates him.
Really?
And I
That makes
love
sense.
Jimmy Stewart.
That makes like I don't know. I hate this person, so I'm gonna perfect an impression of them.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
We don't like Alex Jones, but Brian Collier does a really good Alex Jones.
Anyways, so I think it would be kind of interesting. I'm gonna see if I
Yeah,
can go find
definitely.
this book.
All right.
Start throwing some shit out there.
Jeremy will be back. He's gonna go look for a book.
Not right this
Oh.
moment.
He hasn't even brought us the Golden Dawn. Maybe next time. We need to.
I don't know where the fuck all my books
It
are.
ran. They're in
They're in
storage.
storage.
Oh, so I
They're at
know
your
I
mom's
have
house.
a lot at my mom's house, like a shitload at my mom's house in storage.
Yeah.
But then I think I thought that I took all of my books out of the garage because I didn't want them to be out in the heat. And I put them in one of our spare bedrooms, and then I
air
have a
conditioning?
bookcase in Then I have a bookcase in the studio room. But there's hardly any books on that bookshelf. So
I have the dumbest of my well, no, because some of them are good, but I have like the dumbest of my books on the bookshelf right now because I never
Where do you keep your smarter book?
all packed away.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I just have so many books on magic.
We have the
and
internet
witchcraft.
now. I mean,
I was just gonna say they've invented the internet. And they
Yeah,
put it
but
on
you
that
get it
phone.
faster.
There is so much stuff though that
There's
you
nothing
can
like
find
the feel
in,
of opening up a
Well,
book.
That
all
part's
musty
true,
smelling
but
and
there's
flipping the pages
so much more information. That's
Nothing like
still
opening
on
up
the
a book and
books
smelling mold.
and touching, tasting
and
your
it
finger after
crumbling
you
in
flip
your
the page.
hands because you left it out in the heat for too long.
Well,
Anyway,
you fall
I just think
asleep
this
with a
would be
book in your
cool.
hand, and you wake up and you've got thumbprints on your pages.
Plus, I didn't know Scottish people could write books.
Oh, fuck you!
oh fuck! You could have nailed the Irish.
You take that fucking.
You could have nailed the Irish.
I'm just fucking
Oh,
around.
so
I can write a book right now, you son of a bitch.
So we're gonna figure this all out. We're gonna come back and talk about a bunch of different vampires, and
I'm at my breaking point
yes, he's gonna break down now.
because he's making fun of my Scottish heritage.
The Scots. And we're back.
We are back.
This time I got the dudes.
My neck hurts.
Not just these dudes, but the Grandma Knows Best, the dudes.
Yeah,
Brewing Company.
that actually smells really good, but
It tastes like cacadillo.
I don't like the way.
I don't think I tried this one.
I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's great.
I like it. I think I had
Give it
this
a
other
moment.
one last time.
That one's not that bad. It's just not. Again,
I had
it's
the-
not great.
the Cerveza
Now, I'll be
by
honest with you. I bought these at
Los
the
Dudes.
99-cent store.
Los Tuts.
the fuck?
Oh, yeah, they were $3.99 each for a 4-pack.
Nice.
That's not
So-
bad. What 99-cent store were you at?
I'm trying
The
to
one
get.
on Van Buren and Central near my house.
Sweet.
Go.
Yeah, near Litchfield.
Near the
All right.
All right.
So for all you listeners out there who don't live in Avondale,
or Litchfield.
Or let's go.
yeah,
They're just not going to know where it's
not at all, not at all.
Nothing at all. It's so funny too because when I'm talking to people from work, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in Chandler, Arizona." And they're like, "Oh, where's that at?" And I'm all near Phoenix. Oh, what's that?
Everything's Phoenix to them, or they don't know Phoenix.
Or they don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So the 6 types. I mean, there are more types in this, but here's 6 popular
There's
types.
A,
of
there's B, there's
C, D,
A, B,
E,
C.
F.
negative.
Yes.
typo
negative.
3.
C3PO.
Yeah.
So the 6 types of vampires, there's probably a lot more, but we'll go over these 6. The Strigoi. This is a bad version of it. There is a better version of this. He's over here laughing at the video. They're basically, the Strigoi is basically the undead from Romania. They're almost unrecognizable to humans. They rise from the dead and continue life as if they never died. But isn't that all the vampires to some degree? Anyways.
And they smell like almond butter toast.
Yes, and almond milk. They're said to be mean and evil people before they have died. And they continue to be so as vampires. They have heightened senses. They can read your mind, so they're like telepaths. They would have known his burps are coming. They have no reflection or shadow, like a lot of vampires, like a lot of classic vampires. They hate holy
That I don't
things.
understand.
You know,
As far as not having a reflection?
I don't get
What's
that.
going on?
Why they don't have a reflection?
Why do vampires not have a
They're
reflection?
coming back as physical beings.
Because they're dead.
But they're physically there.
Exactly.
Like the
I
body
don't
is
fucking
animated.
know. I don't know. And how did that even happen?
I know. We'll have to.
That's what
we are going to do a third
does that-
episode
how
of this.
does that happen?
With Brian Collier, and we'll dive into these things that we want to question deeper.
We'll dive into it like you dive into my soft anus.
They hate holy things and garlic.
So no Swiss cheese?
I love garlic, but I don't really care for holy things. Swiss cheese.
Or garlic Swiss cheese.
That sounds good.
I like
I would
whole.
totally eat a garlic Swiss cheese spread right
Yes.
now.
That sounds really, really good.
On an anus.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I like holy cheese. Like the whole cheese, not with holes in it.
I like, so remember when you still may do this now, but when we were younger, you would like take a block of cheese and just eat it.
Remember
And so
when
I
we
do
went
that.
to
I
went
do
to
that.
California that one time, and one of the things that I bought was that brick of cheese.
I
and so
love
I
doing
do
that.
that
I ate it
now
like a candy
still.
bar.
And when it
Daniel
melts a
thinks
little
it's
bit,
weird
like not
shit.
melts, but gets warm and soft. Oh my
All right.
god, that's I've
So
already
we could
cheese too.
essentially kill a vampire with garlic versions of that with holes in it.
This particular one, they actually tell you how you could stop this particular one.
Jesus pieces.
Well, yeah, and holy things, garlic. They don't rely on. Oh, wait. They actually. Oh, yeah. They're getting into some sexual acts here. They actually say with this type of vampire not to rely on these things because some are stronger than others. And that was a message from Jeremy, who was actually here on the podcast. That's
Nice.
Wow.
Video.
Wow.
Oh, why'd you say to him?
You did it to the thing that we're.
Oh, you. I see.
Okay, so here's how you
You
stop.
should actually email that to me because I don't know how to get those off of there.
That would probably make more sense.
So here's how you stop the Strigoi. And this is fucking silly. You can stop them by spreading poppy seeds or pebbles because they will stop and collect them. They'll stop and collect them. Poppy.
No.
They collect poppies and pebbles.
They collect.
Puppies?
They can never.
They collect puppies.
Puppies. They can never cross a stream of running water, so you can just
Don't
run
cross
across
the streams.
Don't cross the streams. Whatever you do, don't cross the streams. It slimed me. Number 2, because that one's just fucking stupid. This is going to turn into the unscripted cryptid again.
Jesus.
The Dragger. The Dragger, but it's spelled Draugr, but it's Dragger. I don't know why.
That's how it's like it gives a pronunciation guide?
Yes, the Dragger. It's a Scandinavian vampire.
No,
That's what they used to call me in high school because my dick was
Because
so
it's
big.
Scandinavian?
No,
It's got the scabies.
they called me the dragger because my dick was so big.
My dick's so big it drags me. And
But
okay, so yeah, it's a
How
Scandinavian.
big it is. It has 2 thumbs.
Oh man, it's like when a big light pole falls over. It's like you're
bounces.
boom.
It bounces. That's what it is.
So it's a
what's
Scandinavian.
funny though is that it doesn't get any bigger when it's erect.
God. So
Stands up.
okay, so the Dragger, it's a Scandinavian vampire. They hoard Viking treasure.
Yeah, so do
Treasures. And they have superhuman strength. They nest themselves near the graves of Vikings, especially ones that are rich, where they have a lot of wealth and stuff. They will attack any human throughout the night. Their skin is dark gray or an eerie colored white. They smell really bad, and some are immune to weapons. But it doesn't describe what type of weapons. But anyways, once again, hey, no shocker here. Garlic and holy water. Oh wait, they're saying garlic and holy water do not work on these vampires, and of course they crave blood. Very underwhelming. So, vampire type number 3, the Sampiro. It's almost like we're gonna call, what is that dog? Sharpei. We call it Sharpei. This is the Sharpei, the
What
Sampiro.
country are they from? Not the Sharpei, but this vampire. I don't give a fuck what Sharpei
We'll get Star Killer in here. She knows about dog breeds. They only. I'm gonna get to that in a second because they do say they're Bosnian and Albanian. Anyways, they only attack family members and people that are known to them. So we don't know any
Assholes.
Sharpeis, so we're good. They should never be trusted though. I don't think you could trust any vampire.
I can trust a Sharpei.
Yeah, exactly. They have too many fucking wrinkles.
They too many wrinkles.
Hiding too many secrets in their wrinkles.
They might have like a shank in there,
Exactly.
Just come up at you while you're sleeping.
like a
Stab.
hooker,
Phone check.
like a hooker with a blade in her weave.
Phone check, motherfucker. God damn. God.
From Louisiana.
From Louisiana.
From Louisiana, where the levees
Louisiana. Yes. Call
Get
back.
your-
Down by the river where the
people.
water ran dry. Catch a dragonfly by the wings tonight and ride on home.
They should never be trusted, and they will feed off of your blood. No shocker there. They live in certain areas of the Bosnian Alps, and they are Albanian vampires. They are corpses of people who do not
Are they
have proper
Albanian
burials.
albinos?
Yes, exactly. They are corpses of people who don't.
An Albanian albino albatross.
Oh my God. They're corpses of people who do not have proper burial ceremonies. You could stop them by giving them a proper burial ceremony.
Does that mean I could bury my dick in their ass?
And then they die peacefully and stay in the
Because of
grave.
your condom
My
crucifix.
crucifix condoms.
Condom.
Oh, that's gonna be that should be another product that I sell. Did I tell
Exactly.
you
That
about-
would be a really
Did I
good
tell you about the
product.
other
In a
products?
Christian store.
I heard.
So there's and this is on previous episodes, but there's the chocolate Mary with the cherry in her belly, which is fucking hilarious. And the company that makes them is Immaculate Confections. And then another thing would be communion wafers, but they're called Jesus Pieces. and now we got crucifix condoms.
Yes.
I think the crucifix condoms would be a really good one.
Yeah.
Or like saint condoms, and you have different.
Yes.
Oh yes,
That do different things for you.
Oh man,
Yeah, they do different things for
Yeah.
On your behalf. On
like
your
fertility goddess.
That's That's what we can do.
Fucking, well, you're just kind of like nullifying the point of a fertility goddess
Yeah.
by wearing a condom.
Okay, so they are corpses of people who do not have proper burial ceremonies. Like I said, you can stop them by giving them a proper burial ceremony, or if this is stupid, if a wolf. And now this goes into the whole werewolf thing. That when Brian Collier comes back, we will do a third vampire / werewolf because he wanted to do werewolves. If a wolf bites the leg of this vampire, it will return to the grave forever.
Just the leg.
Just the leg.
Wait, the wolf will go
Yes.
to the grave forever?
No, the vampire.
Go to the grave forever.
And all they gotta do
That
is
would
bite the leg.
suck to be that wolf.
But how do you coerce the wolf to go bite it?
It's just like all of a sudden, it's just like
I know, it's like,
sucked into the earth. You're like, fuck you, wolf. You bit the wrong leg, motherfucker.
If you would bit this leg,
Bite my third leg, motherfucker.
My third knee. I got the right knee, the left knee, and the wee knee.
And the Wheaties.
Fucking Wheaties.
Check it out. If it goes undetected for 30 years, it can live in the world forever. It's
30
like
years?
That's it. 30 years going.
I've gone on the world undetected for 30 years.
You're gonna make it.
Yay!
you're
You're good.
fine, Charlie.
Okay.
Gonna make it after all.
If that shit wasn't silly enough, here's the silliest part of this vampire. They
What's the
make
name of this vampire again? Sharpei?
Sharpei, Sampiro.
Sampiro.
Sampiro. It's
Wait,
a,
Sharpei.
That sounds
Pyro.
like a
It's a
Japanese
pyro.
Hold on,
beer.
is it Sharpei
It's a pyro
Sampiro?
named Sam.
Is it Sharpei Sampiro or just Sampiro?
No, he was
Saint-Tropez.
Saint-Tropez.
Got it.
Okay.
Sampiro or shampoo.
Got it, okay.
Or shamu.
Part of
No,
it.
but Sampiro sounds like a Japanese beer.
Sampiro.
It does sound like a Japanese beer,
Sampiro.
'cause they have some
Sampiro.
It sounds like
Something like
a
that.
Spanish pyro
Kemporo.
named Sam.
What?
Kemporo, I think.
No, they have a Samporo. Anyways,
it?
what's
Anyway.
the
It,
funniest part
sounds
about
like
this stupid thing?
that it sounds like a pyro, Spanish pyro named Sam. No, check it out. So they make
Sapporo.
they make kissing noises, and when they walk, it sounds like high heels.
Why? Does it
I
sound
don't
like that?
know. It's so stupid. It's
Where
stupid.
is this? Where's this?
But they're making that noise from their asshole.
I've checked it out. There's a few different sites that have had the same,
Like
basically
I
the
was.
same
No,
information.
but
Just making that noise
what
from my
geographic
asshole.
location is this?
Oh no, they're from Albanian
Albanian.
vampires from parts of the Bosnian Alps.
They're Albanian.
So they're walking around the
Albino.
Bosnian Alps, sounding like they're in high heels.
That's
Maybe
weird.
they're wearing clogs.
Yeah, maybe. So this one's stupid. And you can avoid them by walking in the opposite direction.
What?
You can avoid them by walking in the opposite
Walking
direction.
in the opposite direction of what?
This is
Of them.
such dangerous
Oh, walking in
vampire
the
of all
opposite
time.
direction.
If you see them,
Oh shit! A
It does-
vampire's coming! I'm
but
gonna
it-
turn around. Oh
it-
wait!
It doesn't.
opposite direction.
No, it doesn't say. I mean, okay.
Wait,
So
okay.
basically, wait. No.
They mean the Sharpay.
So if you're walking in the opposite direction,
Are you walking backwards?
No.
No.
You're walking towards them, and they're walking towards you, so you're safe. Because you're both walking. You're walking in the fucking
Yes!
direction.
Yes.
I don't think
So
that's
it's
what it
wait.
means.
So
I don't think that's
wait.
what it means.
It's business as usual if you're already walking past
No,
them.
I don't think that's what it means.
And they're only going to attack you. They're only going to attack
Like,
their
if you
family
see it
members.
coming, run away.
I think that's what it.
Well, check this out.
hold on.
Fuck.
Where are you?
Well, check
I
this
saw some
out.
weird creepy
I
thing
just
that's
jotted this down.
Making suction noises from its asshole and clog noises. I'm gonna run the other way.
Exactly.
So I'm safe.
Well, I don't.
But
I
check it
want-
out.
Okay, go on.
They only attack family members and people they know, and we don't know any Bosnians.
Oh, they're assholes.
Yeah, there you go. Or
So they only
Albanian
attack.
vampires.
Where did this fucking originate from? This is
Bosnia.
ridiculous.
They're
That's
weird.
their folklore, their type of vampire.
Wait, okay,
It gets
so-
better.
Oh,
Well, this has a
this
different
like
meaning
a-
for some
Does it?
Puro.
Awesome.
This is a cleric.
This is why I'm going to dive deep in a part 3.
Okay, I'll shut up because I
No,
can
this is
dive deep
awesome.
forever.
you're good.
Penangle.
He's the service
Pinocchio.
of Noda.
Pinocchio. Penangle is a Malaysian vampire. This one is okay.
So
No,
it's
so
really short?
I think this is the one you brought up earlier.
Is this the one with the just like the floating head that
Yes.
has
It's the common
entrails
form-
hanging down from its neck?
Yeah, for the Malaysians, it's a common form of the undead. It's the floating head of a woman with the intestines trailing behind them. So yes, you've heard.
And then
of
they use she uses the intestines to entangle the
yes
her victims.
yeah, exactly.
Jesus with the burping. Good
Jesus.
God.
What's the name of this empire?
Tim.
Penangle.
His name is Tim.
Penangle. PENANGGAL.
GG guys. GG.
GG. It's GG. There you go. It's GG.
Pinagle? Pinagle?
Penangle.
Pinagle?
Penangle.
Pinagle.
Penangle.
Fred.
Penangle. Right said Fred.
His name's Tim.
They're usually controlled by an evil spirit that has possessed them, and that kind of goes with earlier how we're talking about demon possession.
My baloney
Maybe,
had a first name. It's Tim.
maybe that's where some of these vampire ideas came from too. They travel at night and fly through the air
Me too.
because they have no legs.
I have no legs. I have no legs. Oh, how many people have seen Kids? Raise your hand.
Oh yes.
I think you and I saw that together.
They have he has some other really good movies. Have you seen
Yeah.
Bully?
I haven't.
Oh, that's a really good one.
They can let out an awful shriek. They have piercing eyes and
Have you seen
razor
that-
sharp teeth.
Have you seen Primer?
The stuff that you put on a wall.
No. That time travel
The shit
movie.
that those people put on their cars.
No, that time travel movie. Okay, well the same dude.
I
made
wanna
another
see
one
that.
called Upstream Color. It's really good. I think you'd like it.
Where can I?
They're said to attack pregnant women and children. Bastards.
Netflix.
Bastards or bitches.
So they only attack bitches and prostitutes.
Yeah, exactly. They're said to
Bitches
attack.
and
Wait, I'm
hoes?
confused.
They're said to
They're
attack.
pimps.
Pregnant women.
They're
and
said to attack
prostitutes?
pregnant women and children.
That sucks.
I know, right? After they fulfill their bloodlust, they return to the grave to join the rest of their body. If they are attacked, they can shoot fire through their nostrils. They say you can protect yourself by running through a bush because it will trap their intestines.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wait, so if you run through the bush and they follow you, the bush traps their intestines?
Yes.
Or
to the
do
night.
you just have to run through a bush and then all of a sudden their intestines?
Well,
are
if you can
trapped?
fake them out and they go into the bush.
That's what she looks like?
Yes. Well, that's a prettier version. God,
sister.
I've seen some really nasty versions of it. But yes,
nasty
you know what?
versions?
Actually, during this episode, we'll put a bunch of pictures in
Of
of
my
these
sister?
different types of your sister. Yes.
Yeah.
It's her birthday.
I know.
Today?
I actually think it was yesterday.
Fuck.
I don't know.
There you go.
I mean,
Happy birthday. She doesn't listen to this podcast.
Number.
She probably doesn't even know it exists.
Right,
No,
like your
I
brother.
didn't
We've already mentioned your brother quite a few
I should
times.
just tell her.
You should. Are you friends with her on Facebook?
Are you aware?
Yeah, I sometimes have conversations with her.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Number 5, Vraicoculus. I'm probably butchering this one to you. Vraicoculus.
Rhycoculus.
That
Vraicoculus.
sounds like a
Variety coculus.
That sounds like
Vraicoculus.
a foreign, like an imported liquor.
It sounds like a villain to old Saint Nicholas.
Yeah.
I'm an
that's-
imported liquor.
That's Krampus.
Krampus. Yeah, the Christmas the Christmas devil, the Santa devil. Do you want the spelling for this? We want to look it up too.
No.
The Vraicoculus.
No.
Okay.
Actually, I do. What is it?
Is Vrykokoulas. I was gonna say KY.
KY.
Nothing literally came up for that.
Oh fuck. Well, this is gonna be a digging in deep in the crates one. It is from Greece. It actually sounds like it would be from Greece. Vraicoculus.
Grease. That's what I use to lube up my butthole.
Oh yeah. Soft anus.
Soft anus.
It may be soft.
Charlie's
but
soft anus.
Charlie soft anus.
That's the name of the restaurant I want to make.
There you go.
Did I ever tell you that?
We sell salads.
Did I ever tell you the restaurant? Yeah. Did I ever tell you the restaurant that me
We
and Jimmy
tossed
wanted
the
to
shit
start?
out of that.
Oh, we tossed the
You and
shit
who?
out of
Me and
it.
my brother.
Yeah.
We wanted to start an American Mexican restaurant called Jimmy Changas.
That's
Actually, that would work really well as like a chimichanga truck or like
Oh, yeah.
a lunch truck.
Hell yeah.
I wanted to make a Jimi Hendrix themed chimichanga called the Jimi Hendrix.
Nice. That could be a part of our menu.
Vraicoculus. Again, we're cutting this part out.
Yeah.
I think we should keep the part in about the chimichanga.
Yes.
The chimichangas will just use like
Okay, here it is. I found
blue and red food coloring to make purple haze.
Purple haze all in my brain. Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Did you say excuse me while I kiss this
Yeah,
guy?
that's actually one of the songs on the list of songs that people miss here, like Bathroom on the Right. Vraicoculus is from Greece, almost identical to humans, and can appear in daylight, but not until the afternoon. So stupid.
Really?
A sign of the one of the signs that you could tell that they're one is reddish tint in the hair, which is stupid. There's a lot of redheads. Charlie, you're a Vraicoculus.
You're a Rhycoculus.
Yeah, Vraicoculus.
Wait, Rye?
Vrai.
Rhycoculus.
It is Vrai. Ooh. A sign of, so they cast no shadow. A lot of them don't. A lot of them don't have reflections, but this one in particular does not cast a shadow. They don't always drink blood, but they do from time to time. No shocker there. They steal their victims' food and water. Oh, this is a motherfucker. Check this out.
You're a motherfucker.
This is a motherfucker.
Oh, Rhycoculus were used in the movie Isle of the Dead.
Nice.
What about Daikoku?
But I bet you
Oh,
they...
it's a Boris Karloff movie.
Nice.
Oh, we should watch
We're gonna check that out. You know what we should do?
Yes.
What year did it come
We
out?
should watch. I don't know. Let's see.
Digging in the
Mark
crates.
Robson.
We should do
It's
a
1945.
awesome. You know what we should do, and we probably won't get sued. Let's just do a fucking audio commentary to it.
As long as we're doing commentary to it, no one will care.
Well, we can actually have the movie in it because
No, you can't. As long as you're doing a commentary, you can use the.
Good to know, 'cause we're gonna do a
If
Fire
we're
in the
doing
Sky
a
one.
review or a commentary on something, you can keep the audio in.
we're gonna do Fire in the Sky.
Oh, I'm not watching that shit.
Smoke
You don't like it?
on
No, it
the
fucking scares the
water.
shit out of me.
I know, you
When I
should
first
be- you
watched
should
that
join
shit,
us.
I was
Join
like,
us.
Can I use?
I'll-
Can I utilize your USB
Yeah,
port
you can
so I can
stick this in
charge my phone?
buddy.
Nice.
So yeah, the Vraicoculus is a motherfucker. They steal their victims' food and wine. They strip them naked and beat them.
What is this?
Sounds
a
just
fucking
like Boris
all along
Karloff.
the
Yes.
watchtower cover.
And you can yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
So is this an all along the watchtower
Yes.
cover?
Oh no, no, watchtower. The Vraicoculus beat the fuck out of peoples. You can get rid of.
My herb and
There's a
drink my
place.
wine.
wine. I
There's a
know,
place
right?
in Turkey called Lesbos.
Lesbos, yes.
Oh, there you go.
Lesbos.
Awesome.
The Isle
It's
of
called
Lesbos.
That's cool.
I'm seriously. I'm trying to upload this video right
Yeah.
now, and I started writing Lesbos.
That's awesome. I love Lesbos.
Oh, it's really cool because it goes into their apotropaics.
Yeah, awesome. Like the particular things that can.
Yeah.
Artichokes.
Are you
Artichokes.
mentioning that stuff?
I did mention that they don't mention.
Oh
that.
yeah, no, but you mentioned
Some of the others.
Some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Some of the others have them. This one isn't very particular. They actually talk about one of the ways to get rid of them is an exorcism or by calling out an angel's name. So call out your guardian.
Angel Maze.
Angel Maze. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll call out her name.
Callback. That's kind of a callback. And it's a shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out and a callback.
Angel, we're going to call your name out if we ever get attacked by this vampire.
Remember, I ain't no angel. I'm a demon.
Angel. I've never spoken with Angel. I've always spoken with Nikki.
They're both cool. They're both very awesome.
No, I know. They both seem really awesome.
Okay, number 6. I'll stop torturing everybody with how silly these motherfuckers are after this one. This is one of the worst ones. A swang.
Hold on, what? How do you spell it?
A swang. A-S and it's like as and wang.
Ass wang.
Ass wang.
Ass
My
wang.
ass wang.
That's right up mine and Charlie's ass.
Exactly.
Wang.
Yeah. So they look like small
Is this
dragon.
from Filipinos?
They are from the Philippines. They look like small.
Is this from Filipinos?
Filipinos.
Yeah.
They basically look like small dragon humanoids with bat-like wings and long tongues. Remember the long tongues?
Good for
There's a good picture
analingus.
right there. Oh, well, check this out.
You should take
The
some of
long
these
tongue.
pictures. If you look these all up on Wikipedia.
I'll send them to you.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, well, good.
The long tongues
Thanks.
will come in.
glad.
Come and play a little later. Mostly, they're mostly around the Philippines. They're the corrupted spirit of a person who was never born.
So is your face.
What the fuck?
Yeah, how does that
What
work?
the fuck? Okay.
Abortion is murder.
Yeah.
And they're not. They're daywalkers too.
Oh yeah. There you go. They could deal with the day. They're also shapeshifters too.
And I'm just picturing Blade like cutting them in half and shit.
And their tongue, cut the tongue in half all the way down.
Mas mabuti
Split it right down the middle.
ang aswang.
Moss my booty up on your wang.
Sa isang maganan.
Gesundheit.
Daikoku.
Daikoku.
That means an answer is better than a thief.
What?
I don't know.
Exactly.
It has
These aren't
something-
thieves. They're not
It has something to do. Okay, so unlike vampires and other similar creatures, they are not harmed by sunlight. They are daywalkers.
Yes.
Ass wangs.
That's fine.
Can be befriended. They can talk to you like
The last time I got my ass wang out in the daylight, I got arrested.
They laugh
There you
and
go.
or cry.
You got your
get
asshole
angry,
bleached.
sad, get hurt, humiliated, and feel shy and envious. These creatures do not harm their friends and neighbors, and were said to be exempted from their target victims for food. Hence the Filipino saying, "An asswang is better than a thief."
Yeah. Well,
yes.
That makes sense.
I don't imagine them being out. Like hypothetically,
An ass wing is
if
better
they-
than a high
Well, I
caloric.
kind of find it interesting
If
that,
they were real.
Hold on. I find it interesting that if that is a true Filipino saying, they've integrated a vampire into part of their culture
Yeah.
as far as the saying goes.
That's pretty cool.
That's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But if they were real, I don't think they would be much of a daywalker because they look like little dragon people.
Adam,
Little dragon
it's
people.
your turn to film.
To film? Oh yeah, I got to do that, but my phone's almost dead. I'm going to.
Well,
We got times.
That's why I plugged mine in.
Adam failed.
Yeah. So there's also stories that some of them are really sorcerers and they can shapeshift, which would make sense with the day walking because they can just turn into a regular fucking human or look like the human.
Well, yeah, but if they shapeshift, aren't they still? Even if you shapeshift, aren't you still
My final
prone
form
to your
is the dragon.
apricots?
Apricots.
What are those things called? The things that harm the vampire, like that you can fight. The apricots,
Yeah.
apricots.
Yes. We're gonna call them apricots from here on.
Going
out.
forward, anything
We're calling them apricots.
anything that harms a vampire is now known going forth as an apricot. Apricot? How do you
Apricots.
say apricots?
Apricots.
So then angel is an apricot.
Yes.
Got it.
Angels are apricots.
What's the fucking word?
Dude, that's a band name. Apocra something. Apricots has completely fucking erased it from my mind now. It's apricots forever.
Anyway, but if their apricot or apricot is that the sun burns them,
An apron
then
cot.
even
It's a
if
cot.
they
I believe
shape,
an apron.
even if they shapeshift, their apricot would
It's still gonna
hurt them.
affect them, yeah.
Right. Anyways,
But these guys are fine in the sun, anyways, so they're
What?
good.
The Apocrypha?
what the fuck is the word? Now stop.
Every time he's
I
asked me
can't
what the
say
word
this
is,
fucking word.
every time he's asked me what the word is, you realize I was like, it's this, and then ever since he introduced apricot, I'm fucking lost.
It doesn't matter. Apropos.
No,
Alpo.
Apotropics.
Apotropaics.
Apotropaics.
Hooked on phonics work for us.
Good God.
Apparently.
Apotropaics, not apricots.
Yeah,
Wait, what was it called again? Okay.
Apotropaics.
You pronounced that wrong.
Laurel.
Oh, look at that! It had a little chime. It had a little ring thing.
Okay, so back to the guy. Assworm.
Okay. They attack these guys are assholes.
Assworm?
But wait a minute. So why do the Filipinos like these people?
Assworm,
Because they actually attack elderly and small children.
No, I don't think that they like
But they
them.
trust them more than a thief.
Right, because it has
'Cause they're
to
not-
do with... Hold on, let me find
Because a
it.
thief will beat an elderly person, and they'll beat the elderly and a small
These creatures
child.
do not harm their
and steal.
friends and neighbors.
A thief would
And were said to be exempted from their target victims for
Okay.
food. So that's why an asswing is better than a thief. How do you pronounce it?
Asswang.
Aswang. I imagine the Filipinos would be like,
They have an Asuwang.
Aswang. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's just asswang to us assholes.
And in Hindu, it's called Asura.
Yeah.
Asura rat. So yeah, they attack elderly and small children because they can't easily defend themselves because they're weak. They're weak.
That's why Jeremy does it.
It's also said that they're mostly.
He comes over one day. He's like, "Look how many old ladies' purses I got, and I got 17 left."
because they're elderly.
Now I'm a little dragon vampire and a thief. Oh my goodness. So check this out.
Check out my ass wag.
Wait, so here's the whole tongue thing. Oh man,
I could show it during the day.
it's my dorsal wang. It's also said that they are mostly females who attack males while they're sleeping. Now here comes the tongue.
They're Lorena Bobbitt's.
Exactly. Their main method of feeding is sending their tongue, like a snake, into the room. I'm like pantomiming this tongue, not knowing where the fuck it's going.
Delicious.
It doesn't have GPS. It makes its way into the room and drinks either blood or sweat because they're not. Remember the whole sweat thing I was talking about? They drink sweat. They're okay. They're not too picky.
They drink blood sugar or
Yeah, but
sex
how
magic.
does
And
sweat
sex
give
magic.
them? How does sweat give them life?
They're dehydrated.
Drinking sweat again. Anyways, so that's the 6.
All right,
Sex.
and that'll be it for this.
Hold on.
episode.
So this part 1 we're just gonna go now. Part 2 we're gonna dive deep into
The more
these,
modern.
or we're gonna go into more pop
modern
culture.
shit.
More modern.
We'll save diving a little
Yeah.
deeper with Brian Collier because he really wanted to talk about vampires and werewolves. We'll do werewolves
Right.
with him too.
Are we
It'll be-
100% it was Brian the one?
I'm pretty sure.
Vampires.
If
I'll
not,
I'll
I'm
say
sounding
it
like
was
an
me.
idiot.
Well, I like vampires. I think
sounding
it's
like an idiot.
fantastic. I want to get
Oh,
this
yeah.
demonology book.
Fuck
Yeah.
But yeah, okay,
What,
cool.
by Martin Luther? I
By the Scottish guy.
King James?
Yeah, by King James. I don't think it's the same King James,
It's not the same King James.
but I don't know enough about King James version.
He wrote
of
the
Bibles.
Bible, and he wrote that one book about.
He wrote the story of Jesus.
Yes.
Well, real quick,
The
since we're
fictional story of Jesus.
there, you go, Jesus Cristo. I have one last question before we go on this one.
Okay.
We don't really have to come to a consensus on it because I think people already kind of know how we feel about it. Vampires. Are vampire? And we kind of talked about this earlier. Are vampires really just sophisticated zombies?
Yeah. I think so. I think they're
Well, no, because zombies
yeah,
eat
'cause-
brains.
yeah. There's more. There's differences. Like vegans don't.
Meat. But wait, blood would be an animal byproduct, so the vegans wouldn't do that either.
But no, I don't think it's safe to say that they're sophisticated
think-
zombies.
I mean, they're the same
I
type
think
of
they're
creature.
both undead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're the
but
same type of creature.
they're
One
both
is like a shambling, stupid.
I would say it's safe
Yeah.
to say that they're both undead, but they're. But it is true because you have to. There are some similarities.
A lot
you
of
have
similarities.
to be bit to be each of them.
Yes.
Right.
And they're going to go out and attack people for their life force, which
Yeah.
one is eating the brains or eating them in general, and then
Yeah, I guess
the other. Because some zombies just bite.
I would say it's a
Have you
different.
seen the girl
they're-
with all the gifts?
Girl with all the tits, like tits
Yeah.
upon tits upon tits upon tits.
No,
like 3 tits,
Two
no,
hats.
That's a different movie.
2 girls, 1 cup.
The girl with all the gifts.
1 cup, 4
It's a
girls.
British zombie
Like
movie.
gifs and gifts.
It's good.
Where are you seeing all these movies?
I read the book first, and then I saw that there was a movie, so I saw the movie. It was
Where
on
you-
Netflix.
That's what happened with me and Jesus, and I still wasn't convinced after either.
It was either on Netflix or it was on Amazon Prime. One of those two. I saw it.
So, okay, I think it's safe to say that they're both types of undead creatures.
Yes.
So they fall in the same realm. Like they're both like mammals.
I can't
Yeah.
do that with mine.
Yeah. So then, yeah, I would
John-
say that they're the same.
Jeremy, let me see your dick. Real
Would you
quick.
even say they're as close as saying like they're both
Thanks,
types
man.
of primates?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
I guess
gotcha.
they're the same. Yeah,
So-
they're the same
yeah,
type
yeah,
of.
yeah.
They're the same type of.
It's like a
paranormal creature.
like a chimpanzee and a human.
Right. Yes.
Fucking each
Chimpanzees
other
have
in the
reached-
ass.
Chimpanzees have reached the Stone Age.
I've heard that. I read that article. That's
fucking
awesome.
crazy.
That's fucking cool.
It is cool.
That is really cool.
Now, if only
'Cause
vampires could
if
reach
only
the Stone
Christians
Age.
could reach the Stone Age.
We will be back next week with Vampire. Whatever the name of this episode is going to be. I always say episode, like I'm.
Episode.
Yep.
Episodic.
You're episodic.
Episodic.
Alpaca. Alpaca.
Oh no, it's an alpaca lips.
Alpaca
lips.
llamas.
Alpaca llama.
Oh god.
Alpaca.
Oh,
what was
man.
that?
The Dolly llama.
No.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
No, the Dolly Parton and a llama.
925.
Marsupilami.
Hit it, Dolly.